Travis Sherman on the inside. Chad Hendry on the outside, coming off turn 4, looking for the green flag. We are underway. Bomber feature number 1 hits the green, and Sherman on the inside is going to get the jump and lead him up the backstretch. Hendry coming right back on the outside. He sticks his nose in front. Chad Hendry in the 60 takes the lead. Sherman trying to come back on the inside. LaGrave runs third in the 72, but here comes Duravage in the bottom of the racetrack. That 88 car has quickly moved into the number 3 spot. He started 6th. Sherman trying to get underneath the 60 of Hendry. He leaves room on the inside, and here comes Duravage in that 88. Sherman will be challenged on the outside by the LaGrave 72. Curtis cannot afford to let that 88 car get too far in front of him, or else it'll be checkout time at the Big A. Chad Hendry is your leader, but he's got Josh Duravage right on his back bumper and looking to the inside as they head up the backstretch. Duravage on the bottom of the racetrack. Henry on the outside maintains that advantage, but as they come off turn 4, it's going to be Duravage to stick a nose in front. Hendry likes to get back to the bottom of the racetrack, but right now that position belongs to Duravage. Hendry can get to the bottom. He may be able to hold on to that second spot and keep the 72 of LaGrave behind him. Duravage with a car-like advantage over the 60 of Hendry, and here comes the 72 of LaGrave looking to the outside. He wants to take that second spot. Bill Joyle Sr. is 4th. Travis Sherman 5th. John Michael Brissett runs 6th. The 3 of Rob Sines is 7th. And it's a battle between the 16 of Dale O'Neill and the 8 ball of Tyler Brissett. The 72 of LaGrave has moved into 2nd, and he's going to bring Bill Joyle Sr. with him. Joyle will take 3rd spot in the 58 car. Hendry is back to 4th. 5 laps complete. 10 laps remain in this main event for the Busch Bombers. And Josh Duravage has opened up 5 or 6 car lengths now on the battle for the number 2 spot. LaGrave is 2nd. He's got Joyle sticking right with him. Those two have pulled away from the 4th place car of Chad Hendry. Hendry is about to be challenged by the 14 of John Michael Brissett. The 6th spot, the battle heats up there as Sherman gets a bit high in the 21 car, kicks up the dirt. He's going to fall from 6th down to 9th. Brissett has moved into the 6th spot with the 8 car. And Dale O'Neill moves up a spot as well in the 16, as does Rob Sines in the 3. David Brissett brings the 14B car to the infield. Trouble on the 8 ball. Tyler Brissett having problems up in turn 2. He's off the pace, trying to bring it back to the garage area, but he will bring out the first caution flag of the 7 down, 8 remain. Bomber feature number 1, Duravage LaGrave back to the green. Well, right now, LaGrave is sticking right with him, but we'll see how that inside line works to the advantage of the 88 car as they head up the backstretch. Duravage, your leader. He's got a car length on the 72. LaGrave's going to try to get it done on the outside. He'll pull right up alongside as they come into turn 4, but as they hit the front stretch, the 88 just starts to pull away just a bit. It was a car length advantage at the stripe for Duravage. LaGrave 2nd. Bill Joyle Sr. in the 58 car runs 3rd. John Michael Brissett is 4th. Chad Hendry 5th, and the 16 of Dale O'Neill is 6th. The Brissett 8 ball is working his way back up. He's passed 3 cars as he's now back up into the top 10. It's still Duravage, your leader, looking for his 4th consecutive win as the 45 of David Hart spins in turn 2. He's got it refired and will stay green. 5 to go for Josh Duravage. The Garsos Auto 88 looking to remain the only unbeaten driver in the 2011 season here at the Big A. Curtis LaGrave falling now 3 or 4 car lengths back as the Sherman 21 is hobbling back to the garage area. Bill Joyle is closed in just a bit on the 72 car. That may become a 2nd place battle before this one's over. Brissett has 4 car lengths on Hendry, who has 4 car lengths on the 16 of O'Neill. Joel continuing to close in on the 72 as the 88 starts to say, see ya. There'll be 2 to go next time by for Josh Duravage in the 88 car. It's a 6-car length advantage over Curtis LeGrave in the 72, and he's got 3 or 4 on the 58 of Joel. Popsicle sticks are out from Chief Starter Butch Hendry. 2 to go. Josh Duravage may have to negotiate a couple of lap cars as the white flag will come out as the 88 hits the top of the stretch this time by. 1 to go for Josh Duravage. Curtis LeGrave is going to be second. Bill Joyle Sr. is going to be third. As the top 5 or 6 cars have freight trained around this half mile in the final lap. Checkered flag is in the air. 4 in a row for Josh Duravage. LeGrave second, Joyle third. Brissett finishes fourth. Chad Hendry gets the 5th spot in the 60 car. How about a nice round of applause for Curtis LeGrave Jr. He finishes second tonight in the 72 car. Bill Joyle Sr. hopping out of the 58. Nice round of applause for Bill.
Josh climbing out of his car. Give a nice round of applause, everybody, as he wins for the 4th time. Started in the 6th spot on the outside of row number 3. Early in the race, Josh moved his car down to the inside, and he used that inside line to get to the front. And once you got to the front, held pretty steady from there. Talk about the beginning of the race and what you were thinking starting on the outside of row 3. It looked like you waited till some room opened up on the inside, and that's when you made your move.
Yeah, I waited to the inside. My car handle's pretty decent on the inside. The track is real slick, actually. And, I don't know, it just stuck on the bottom for me.
I noticed it looked like you were practicing your other car as well in the practice. What was your thing? Do you always bring 2 cars to the track?
Yeah, I always bring 2 cars. You never know if you break something. You could always hop in the other one and still win, you know.
And especially tonight with 2 feature events, and now you're 4 for 4, and you've got a chance to make it 5 for 5 later on.
Yeah, we're going to do our best, and hopefully we can.
Well, congratulations. Certainly a great start for you now, 4 for 4 on the season.
Thanks a lot.
All right, Josh Duravage, everybody. He is kicking
row 4 on the inside. There's car 57 for Howard Stoner from Altona. And in the number 19 from Moores, New York, it's Jamie Begor starting 8th. And shotgun on the field in car number 75, it is Cody Myers from Plattsburgh. 9 cars taking the green flag in this first qualifier. And there goes Dave Raptoy on the top of the racetrack in the number 21 to the lead. 3 wide for second. Dan Sullivan's on the inside. Stephen Brissett's the meat and the sandwich on the outside. It's Jamie Atkins in car 68. Here comes the ED Engineering 57 for Howard Stoner through on the inside as well. Jamie Begor is going to follow him as the 59 to Brissett slides backwards in that middle groove. The inside line picking up a little bit. Now Stoner drifts up the track. Begor is going to go after him on the inside as they race for the 4th spot with Atkins on the outside. Stoner gets down right in front of Begor's car. Stoner goes to the 4th position, now shoots up the track, and Atkins had to get on the binders, or else he would have collected that 57 as it didn't handle or stick down to the inside. Now Jamie Begor moving to the inside of Atkins to get 5th. Eyeing 4th with Stoner in a higher line. Now he'll come down in front of him into turn number 3. Out front, it's the 21 for Dave Raptoy, looking for his first checkered flag in either a qualifier or feature event in the J&S Steel Sportsman division, and he's pulling away. He's got about a 5-car length advantage right now over Brandon Atkins. 2 young drivers racing for the 2nd spot, Atkins in the 4 and Dan Sullivan in car number 3. And it's a good gap back to Howard Stoner in the 57, holding down the 4th spot. Jamie Begor running in the 5th position with the 19. Looks to the inside off of turn number 4, trying to get his nose underneath the 57 car. Can't quite get there as Stoner picks up the momentum on the top of the track off of turn 4. Challenge now for second. It's the 3 of Sullivan moving to the inside of Brandon Atkins, and he'll take that 2nd spot away. Down the backstretch into turn number 3. Sullivan goes to the 2nd spot. Brandon Atkins in the 4 working on the outside will now slide down to a middle line, and he'll run in the 3rd spot. Halfway in the qualifier as Jamie Begor tries to pick up the 4th spot with Howard Stoner on the outside. Begor moves through on the inside. He'll go to the top 4. Moving into that 4th position is Moores New York's Jamie Begor in the 19. Running in 5th, it's Howard Stoner. 6th is Jamie Atkins. Running in 7th is Travis Bruno. Running in 8th, it's Stephen Brissett. And at the back of the pack, it's the 75 for Cody Myers. Dave Raptoy's lead now is starting to shrink. It was 5 or 6 car lengths. Now it's down to about 3. And in that second spot, Dan Sullivan is continuing to close the gap into 3 and 4. Raptoy works the middle line around the racetrack. Sullivan was a little lower. Now he'll drift up towards the wall off of turn number 4. And at the stripe, it's a 2-car length advantage for Dave Raptoy in car number 21. Sullivan in the 3 car continues to close off of turn number 2. Now Raptoy pulls away a little bit on the backstretch. Here's where Sullivan, at least on the last lap, was able to make up some ground off of turn number 4. Jamie Begor looking to move into the top 3 is to the inside of car 4 of Brandon Atkins, and at the stripe, Jamie Begor is into the 3rd spot. The lead is down to about a half car length as they race off of turn number 2. Again, Dave Raptoy gets a good run off of turn number 2, but Sullivan gets himself right in the hunt in turn number 4. Let's see how he does this time off the 4th turn. It's going to be Raptoy holding the lead. Sullivan will follow him around the racetrack with a white flag out. Final lap in this first qualifier for the JNS Steel Sportsman cars. Dan Sullivan in that 2nd spot can't quite get to the back bumper of the 21 of Dave Raptoy. Raptoy kicks it down to the inside. Here he comes off of turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. It's going to be Dave Raptoy's as he wins in the 21. Dan Sullivan is 2nd, 3rd goes to Jamie Begor, 4th to Brandon Atkins, 5th to Howard Stoner, Jamie Atkins 6th, 7th to Travis Bruno, 8th to Leland's Barbershop, number 61 from Plattsburgh. It's Robin Wood, and shotgun on the field. First time out for Casey St. Clair in the 56. That's the SNL Trucking sponsored car. 9 cars ready to run. Green flag. Brian McGinley's in the 35, Mike Shagnon in the 86, and they're dead even off of turn number 2. The middle of the backstretch, Shagnon sticks his nose out in front. Bucko Branham trying to go with him on the outside. And Shagnon into turn number 4, takes it right up towards the wall and down the front stretch. He'll be the leader of lap number 1. Bucko Branham moving with him on the outside. Shagnon continues to work that middle groove into turns 1 and 2. Brian McGinley comes back after him. Branham thinking about 3 wide down the backstretch, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He works through the middle of the track, but we've got a yellow flag as Casey St. Clair has spun the 56 at the back of the pack, and that's going to bring out the first yellow of the evening for the 1 lap complete. And qualifier number 2 for the JNS Steel Sportsman Division. Shagnon on the inside, McGinley on the outside, down the front stretch to the green flag. Shagnon works right down to the inside, now pushes up the track a little bit into turn number 2. Bucko Branham trying to get to the inside. Keith Pelkey making a move as they're 3 wide for second. 3 wide now for the lead. Pelkey on the outside, Branham on the inside. Shagnon in the middle. That inside line opens up for Bucko Branham. Here he comes, storming on through on the inside, and Branham will have the lead at the stripe by about a foot. Shagnon in the 2nd spot. Pelkey running in 3rd. 3 wide racing right now for the 4th position. Tyler Terry works the rim. The 11 of Jimmy Bushy's on the inside. Brian McGinley in the middle in car number 35. Keith Pelkey also making a move for that 2nd spot. It's Pelkey in the 24 working the inside of the racetrack. Shagnon in the number 86. Still running in the 2nd spot at the stripe, but Pelkey's there on the inside. Tyler Terry continues to work on the top of the racetrack. Jimmy Bushy in car number 11. Look, there's contact off turn number 2. Bushy had to get on the binders. The 86 was sideways off the 2nd turn, and he'll slide back a position. Tyler Terry was able to work past. Keith Pelkey down on the inside. He's got a little damage on the right side of his machine as he runs right now in the 3rd spot. Tyler Terry able to work past on the top of the racetrack. See damage on the back of the 86. Mike Shagnon has some fiberglass hanging off the back of that car as they're 3 wide racing for the 6th spot. Out front, it is car number 20, Bucko Branham, pulling away as he is halfway in this 2nd qualifier. Tyler Terry runs in the 2nd spot. Keith Pelkey holding down 3rd for now. Jim Bushy's on the outside, and Robin Wood is closing in. Bushy to the outside of Pelkey for the 3rd position. Gets the nose out in front for that 3rd spot, racing into the 3rd turn. Robin Wood's going to go with him on the outside, trying to work around Keith Pelkey, who is sliding back towards the 5th spot, and that's where he'll be at the end of that lap. Black flag out for Mike Shagnon's number 86. Out front, it's the 20 of Branham with a half backstretch lead over Tyler Terry. Jimmy Bushy 3rd. Robin Wood has moved to 4th. Keith Pelkey in the 5th position. Now Bushy has room to the inside, perhaps, of Terry trying to get there off the 4th turn. But Tyler has a real good run off the top of the 4th turn to hang on to that 2nd spot as he continues to work a higher line around the racetrack. Robin Wood in the 61 eyes the inside line of the 11 car as he tries to take the 3rd spot away from Jimmy Bushy. It's exactly what he's about to do. Wood to the inside. 2 laps to go for Bucko Branham. Battle on for third. Jimmy Bushy still had that third spot at the start-finish line, but Robin Wood has that third spot over in turn number 2, and racing in the middle of the backstretch. They're just about dead even. Branham is the leader. He's about to see the white flag unfurled as he comes off of turn number 4. 1 to go for Bucko Branham. Tyler Terry holding on to that second spot. Side by side running for third. Jimmy Bushy still holding off Robin Wood at the stripe. He still had that third spot. Fourth is Robin, now falling back a little bit. The 61, perhaps problems with the 61 car. He is falling way back as the 24 of Keith Pelkey passes down to the inside. Robin Wood well off the pace. Nick Haywood closing in. Checkered flag is out. Bucko Branham wins. Second to Tyler Terry. Third to Jimmy Bushy. Fourth, it's Keith Pelkey. Fifth to Robin Wood. Sixth to Nick Haywood. Seventh to the 35 of Brian McGinley. And eighth will be the... And shotgun on the field, driving the number 66 from Morrisonville. It is Jason Bruno. 8 cars ready to run. Green flag. Two. Zig tells us that Todd Ormsby may be driving the 0 car. Todd was out in practice with the number 26, but perhaps problems with the number 26. And maybe Todd jumping into the 0 machine. And we'll try to get confirmation on that. Out front, it's Adam Bartamy in the X. CO2 of Craig Riel running in that second spot. Patrice McGrail in the 10 runs third. Running in fourth, it's the 78 for Vince Quinville. Running in the 5th position is George Foley. Foley in the number 34 in 5th. That car has been very fast the last couple of weeks. Running in the 5th spot right now. Then it's Max Vienna, the 25. Max led a number of laps in last week's modified feature. And word is that it is Todd Ormsby in the 0. There must be problems again with the number 26 machine, so he hops back into his brother's 0 car. Out front, Adam Bartamy. Bartamy on board the X, leading by a car length. Craig Riel with the CO2 running in the second spot. Saw Craig after practice, and he was pretty comfortable with the car. Thought that they had a good setup for tonight, that the car was running well through practice. Trying to chase down the Pirate, Adam Bartamy, with that X. Halfway in qualifier number 1 for the Ernie's Discount Tools Modifieds. Patrice McGrail running in third right now. Vince Quinville is fourth in the 78. And in the 5th spot, it's George Foley in the 34. Foley in that 34 car running in position number 5, trying to get to the top 4. Bartamy in the X with a 2-car length advantage over Craig Riel in the CO2. Problems for Jason Bruno's 66. He's headed back to the garage area. Running in the 3rd spot, Pat McGrail holding off Vince Quinville. Quinville's tried to make a move around the 10 car, can't quite get it done, and George Foley is right behind the 78. He's looking to make a move maybe right now. Adam Bartamy in the X has led every single lap, and he's got 2 to go. Lap and a half now for Adam Bartamy as he starts to pull away in the middle of the backstretch from Craig Riel's CO2. Then it's 4 car lengths back to Pat McGrail's number 10. A white flag is out for Adam Bartamy. Bartamy took the lead in turn number 1, and he will lead every lap in this first qualifier. Checkered flag is about to be unfurled, and Sheldon Vermont's Adam Bartamy will take the TDI Repair Facility X across the line first. Craig Riel second, Pat McGrail third, fourth Vince Quinville, fifth George Foley, sixth the Max Vienne. Racing machine is Pierre Bertillon from Joliet, Quebec. 9 cars ready to run. Green flag. Now keep an eye on the 1. Bertillon, who was very fast last week as he tries to move from the back of the pack. Leon Gagnon also charging towards the front. Mike Riel has the lead. The Brandon Bandit Don Scarborough moving to the 2nd spot on the inside as they race off of turn number 4. Mike Riel's the leader. Don Scarborough runs in the 2nd spot. Running 3rd is Mike Wells with a 76. Bryant Trim runs in the 4th spot. Greg Atkins is 5th. Problems for Jim McComb in the number 5 as he limps back to the garage area. Yellow flag is going to be displayed with McComb limping back towards the garage. It's going to bring out a yellow flag. We'll set the pace as they attack from row number 1. Here they come off of turn number 4. Green flag. Good restart for Mike Riel with the 0-2. Don Scarborough running in that 2nd position. Mike Wells is running 3rd. In 4th, Bryant Trim diving down to the inside, trying to make a bid for that 3rd spot into turn number 3. Leon Gagnon will go to the top of the racetrack off the 4th turn. Look out to the inside of Gagnon as Greg Atkins is there with a 1. Pierre Berthiaume trying to find some running room. Oh, problems for Mike Riel. Left rear tire's flat. Left rear tire down on Mike Riel, 0-2, and that's going to bring out a yellow flag. That could have been a disaster. Nice job by Don Scarborough and many of the other. They come off of turn number 4. Green flag. Hopefully third time's the charm in this second qualifier. We'll get a longer run. Don Scarborough leading. Mike Wells in the second spot. There's a good battle for third. I think those one machines, the one of Berthiaume and the one of Atkins, both of those cars have been strong in the beginning part of the season. They'd both like to find some running room. Out front, Scarborough is building a sizable lead. Leon Gagne with a good run on the inside of turn number 2. He'll try to make a bid on that second spot with Mike Wells on the outside of the racetrack. Berthiaume works to the top of the track now as he'll follow the 76, trying to get around the 4 car. Don Scarborough shows the way. Mike Wells in the 76 running a middle line around the track, running in second. Third is Leon Gagne as he runs wheel to wheel into the third turn with Pierre Berthiaume. Berthiaume to the top of the track in turn number 4. Can't finish the pass of the stripe. It was still Leon Gagne by about a foot. Mike Wells in the second spot pushes up the track in turn number 2. Had to get on the binders. Leon Gagne gets a good run to the inside of Wells. 3 cars now battling for that second spot. Wells the 76, Gagne in the 4, Berthiaume in the 1. Berthiaume got boxed and he goes down to the inside. Now way down to the inside as they drag race to turn number 1. Leon Gagne gets there first. He'll take that second spot. Berthiaume trying to pull through the inside of Mike Wells, going for third. Don Scarborough checking out. He has a half front stretch lead over Leon Gagne. Berthiaume goes to third. Mike Wells running in the 4th spot. 5th is Brian Trim. 6th is Greg Atkins. And running in 7th, it's Mike Finney in the 38. Finney goes to the top of track off turn number 2, and actually he'll lose about a car length to the 1 of Atkins. Don Scarborough with a big lead out front has 2 laps to go. Gagne running in the 2nd spot. Berthiaume seems to be complacent right now, running in the 3rd position. Mike Wells solid in 4th. Brian Trim in the 5th spot, and running wheel to wheel for the 6th position are Atkins in the 1 and the 38 of Mike Finney. That's the best action on the racetrack right now, the battle for the 5th, 6th, and 7th spots. The 11 of Scarborough showing the way. The white flag's on the field. Here he comes through turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag will be out. The Brandon Bandit's going to win qualifier number 2. Don Scarborough takes the win. For second, it's going to be Leon Gagne. 3rd to Pierre Berthiaume. 4th to Mike Wells. 5th, 49, Richard Tesseur. He'll start shotgun on the field in 10th. That's the field. Green flag. Tesseur looks to go 3 wide from the back of the pack. He goes right to the top of the racetrack as he tries to make a pass. Patrick Dupree in the 24 sliding back. Tesseur on the outside. Haywood on the outside looking to run to the top of the track. Out front, it's the 46 of Martin Hebert. Running in the 2nd spot, it's Aaron Bartamy with a B3. Chris Vernold, I think, is a good story at this speedway. First year racing at Airborne. Vernold in the top 10 in points. And he is sitting in the 3rd spot. He's had a couple of top 5 finishes this season. The 49 of Tesseur got a part of the bunker that last triple on the backstretch. You can still see some of the dust that he kicked up. And he is sliding backwards. Out front is Martin Hebert, the B3 of Bartamy, running in the 2nd spot. Vernold runs 3rd. 4th is the Liquor and Wine Warehouse, 55 for Matt Woodruff. Running in the 5th spot, picking that left front tire right up off the racing surface is Chris K.A. with the 18. 6th is Andy Haywood. 7th is Patrick Dupree. 8th is Jimmy Ryan. Running in 9th is the 49 of Tesseur. And running in 10th, well back of the field, Martin Roy, could that be? The 90 is off the pace. He can see them all, and that is not something that we see frequently. Martin Roy with the number 90 running at the back of the pack and losing ground to everybody else halfway in this qualifier. Roxton Pond, Quebec's Martin Hebert leads. The B3 of Aaron Bartamy runs in the 2nd spot. Chris Vernold runs 3rd. The 55 for Matt Woodruff running in the 4th spot. 5th is Chris K.A. Patrick Dupree is charging with the 24. He's in the 6th position as they run wheel to wheel in front of him. He's boxed right now in that 24 car. Wheel to wheel racing for the 4th spot. Chris K. of the 18. Woodruff's going to slide back a little bit. That allows the 24 to get to the inside. Patrick Dupree will go to 5th. Andy Haywood put in a lot of hours this week on that car, trying to get it ready again. And to make matters worse, Andy fighting a flu bug. Wasn't feeling the best when I talked to him over in the garage area. He actually was nice enough to warn me, say, don't come over too close. I'm not feeling very good. But Andy Haywood in the 6th position. They put a lot of hours to get that car repaired If you were here last week, Andy and that number 80 car smacked the wall along the front stretch as they ran upon a car that had a flat tire just past the start-finish line, and he smacked the front stretch wall. Here comes the 24 of Patrick Dupree trying to move to the inside of the 18 of Chris Kaye. White flag is out for Martin Hébert. Third and final qualifier, the Roxton Pond Quebec driver, Martin Hébert, on his way perhaps to the victory. Aaron Bartamy is in the second spot. Bartamy got to move off 4. Nope, it's going to be Martin Hébert with a win. Aaron Bartamy second, Chris Vernold third, fourth Patrick Dupree, fifth Chris Kaye, sixth Andy Haywood, seventh at the stripe.
Qualifier number 1 for the Keysville Napa Mini Modifieds is under green. John Bradley gets a good jump in the 69. He's going to lead him. Look out. Malcolm Woodward was sideways, bouncing off the 45 of Josh Laporte. He's going to fall all the way to the back of the pack. Quickly, the 47 of Eric Sales. That is the track championship car from 2010 that Rick Donor drove. Sales has got the lead. LaFountain into the number 2 spot in the 20 car, and he's going to bring Josh Leclerc with him in the 7. Leclerc looks up alongside that Jamie LaFountain number 20 car. He's driving a car that was formerly driven by Stephen Brissett as the number 59 last year. That also a very fast car. Josh has had some very bad luck to start the season, but it's not going to be long before he's in victory lane with that 7 car. Sales leads it. Leclerc is second. LaFountain is third. Bradley back to fourth. And the points leader, Chris Lavere. He's been one of the hot drivers to start the 2011 season. He's got 2 wins. He has moved into the 4th spot in the 4. Bradley now 5th. Josh Laporte moved up from the Bomber Division. First year in the Mini Modifieds. He runs in the 6th spot in the 45 car. Matt Brusso back in the 26 Mini Modified. He had been driving the 00 Renegade automobile, but he's in the Mini tonight. 2 to go. Eric Sales with a car length and a half over Josh Leclerc in the 7. Chris Lavere's 4 has moved into the 3rd spot. But he is running out of time to try to run down Sales and Leclerc as the white flag is on display. 1 to go for Eric Sales. Leclerc second. Lavere looks to the inside. Sales is off the pace and in the bunker. Can you believe it? Sales opens up the door and Lavere and Leclerc goes zooming by. It's a race to the checkered flag. Your winner is going to be Chris Lavere in the 4. Josh Leclerc finishes second. 3rd spot goes to Jamie LaFountain. 4th, Will Napa Mini Modifieds ready to go. LaFountain on the inside, Archer on the outside, green flag in the air. We are underway. LaFountain will lead them into turn 2 as they're going to go 3 wide up the backstretch. LaFountain just a little bit high coming off that second corner. Archer pulls alongside. Varno thought about a move to the inside, but wisely had to back off. Chris Clark right there in the 77 as well. He's going to look to the inside as they come off the corner. Chris Clark's going to lead lap number 1. Clark, your leader in the 77. Archer right there in the 23, as is the 41 of the Fountain. And here comes Speedy on the outside. Speedy Brissett in the 03 now looks to the inside as he wants to take that 2nd spot away from Larry Archer. And yes, Brissett goes to the number 2 spot in the 03. Archer back to 3rd. Varno is 4th in the 07. LaFountain is 5th, but not for long. Here comes Richner on the inside. Scott Richner's now 5th in the 21 car. He's going to bring Billy Jenkins with him. The 33 moves into the number 6 spot as LaFountain is back to 7th. Collins runs 8th. Mr. Cheez-It is 9th. And Rico Hernandez has the best view. Mini Modifieds halfway in qualifier number 2, and it's Chris Clark and Speedy Brissett up front. Clark in the 77, Brissett the 03. Varno looks to the outside, now backs off of the Archer 23. He will settle back into that number 4 spot as Archer drifts high coming off the 4th turn. That's going to bring Varno back into the play for that 3rd spot as well as the 21 of Richner. Again, the 23 struggling in the corners. Varno's going to go by on the outside. Richner's going to go by on the inside. They race 3 wide into that 3rd turn in a battle for the number 3 spot. White flag is out for Chris Clark. Speedy Brissett just a car length behind, and a great battle for that number 3 spot. Currently being held by Scott Richner. Richner's 21 is third, but he's got challenges from Archer, Jenkins, and Varno. Here come your leaders. Checkered flag out. Brissett's going to give it a shot at the outside, but he's going to come up just short at the line. Chris Clark wins it. Speedy gets second. Scott Richner third. Larry Archer fourth. And on the outside, Jim Varno will take the fifth.
The fourth starting spot with a 357 from Plattsburgh. That's the 2-4 Metal Man. And shotgun on the field will be the 51 for Freeman Sawyer. That's the... Here they come. Green flag. 11 cars take the green flag in qualifier number 1, and in the lead is Rick Donor in the 86 as he pushes up the track in turn number 2. Here comes Lance Raptoy in the number 11. Curtis Seymour, the 357, also moving towards the front. Dan Dubuque with a surge to the top of the track in the number 61 car, but now up towards the wall. He's going to slide and hold on to that third position. Lance Raptoy looking for the lead in turns 1 and 2. Raptoy's on the inside. The 86 of Rick Donor on the outside. Donor had a problem on the top of turn number 2, sliding a little bit, and that allowed the 11 of Raptoy to move through on the inside. He'll have the lead coming off of turn number 4. Lance Raptoy from Fairfax, Vermont's the leader. Rick Donor running in the second spot. He'll look down to the inside now and see if perhaps that car will handle a little bit better for him. Again, it pushes up in turn number 2. That's where the 86 is seemingly fighting the handle a little bit. The 357 of Curtis Seymour running in the third spot, and look who's moving to the front. The H2O making it 3 wide for position number 4. Robert Gordon, point leader. 4-point lead over the 25 of Kevin Boutin is in the 4th spot. Running in 5th, that time at the stripe, it was the 61 for Dan Dubuque, but he's got Josh Terry in the number 43 knocking on the door of the top 5, and now he'll take that 5th position as Dubuque slides back to the 6th spot. Then it's a big gap back to the 2 of Metalman, the 08 of Bordeaux, the 17 of Sayward, the 00 for Leary, and the 51 for Sawyer. Halfway in qualifier number 1 for the Versatile Trailer Sales Renegade class. Lance Raptoy's lead is 6, make it 7 car lengths in the middle of the backstretch. Rick Donor hanging on to that second spot. Robert Gordon has taken third away from Curtis Seymour, working the inside of the track. Running in the 4th position is Curtis Seymour with the 357. Then it is Josh Terry with the number 43 running in 5th. 6th is Dan Dubuque with the 61. Then it's Metalman in the number 2. Metalman a good gap back behind the 61, and then he is pulled away from Andrew Bordeaux's 08. Best racing is for spots 2, 3, 4, and 5, where Rick Donor has the second spot. 2 laps to go for Lance Raptoy. He's checked out on the rest of the field as he works a middle line around the racetrack. Donor holding on to second. Robert Gordon's gone to third, and now he's going after the second spot. Gordon goes to the outside of the 86, and he tries to put that 86 back to third with a white flag out for Lance Raptoy. Rick Donor still second at the line, but Robert Gordon's on the outside as they'll run side by side for the second spot. Right behind him, good battle for the 4th position as Gordon is able to fly past the 86 over in turn number 2, going to the 2nd position. Checkered flag unfurled for the number 11. Lance Raptoy gets the win in the first qualifier for the Renegades. Robert Gordon 2nd, Rick Donor 3rd, 4th, Josh Terry 5th, Curtis Seymour 6th, Dan Dubuque 7th will be Metalman in the number 2, 8th to James Sayward, 9th to Andrew Bordeaux, 10th it will be Pat Leary, and 11th wanted it's Kevin Boutin. Next row, it's Josh Allen at car number 10. Then it's Lonnie Rivers driving tonight, the number 7. As the green flag is out, and shotgun on the field is the 02 for Jim Collins. 11 cars in qualifier number 2. Bob Dragoon had to get on the binders in turn number 2, and that boxed things up a little bit behind him. Kevin Boutin rolling with the 25. Don Franklin got boxed, and everybody's rolling now as the 36 was fighting the handle a little bit over in the second turn. They're leaning on each other along the front stretch. Jason McClatchy in car number 70, the 22 for Rob Favreau. Out front, it's Billy Joyle in the 57. His lead is a half car length over the 70 with the 22 of Favreau on the outside. Favreau is the only other driver in this division that has a victory, aside from the H2O of Robert Gordon, a win that Robbie picked up a few weeks back now. He led every single lap. McClatchy on the inside is going to take the lead away from the Joyle number 57. Joyle running the outside line. Favreau with no place to go with his number 22. He's on the top of the track, following Joyle around as that inside line appears to be moving. McClatchy in the 70 almost scraped the front stretch wall that time coming off the 4th turn. So that number 70 is not handling very well, especially that last lap off the 4th turn. McClatchy leads. Joe Warren in the 13 trying to move to the inside of Bill Joyle's number 57 to take the second spot away. Here comes Joe in that 13 car, but fighting back on the outside is Bill Joyle. Warren had the second position by a couple of feet at the start-finish line. Kevin Booten moving as well. Joe Warren drifts up the track. Joyle gets the right side tires off of the bunker a little bit, and that allows several cars to move past as Kevin Booten goes to the second spot on the inside. Kevin Booten, defending track champion. Hard luck second place finisher last week as he had a 6-car length advantage with about 6 laps to go when the yellow flag came out. It was deja vu. The same thing happened back on May 21st. Booten had a big lead. The yellow flag came out. He had to restart on the inside. That car was more comfortable in the middle and outside of the racetrack. And that's where Robert Gordon was, and they went side by side for the final 6 laps last Saturday night, changing the lead a couple of times each lap, with Gordon picking up the victory, a slim victory, with Booten finishing in second. It's the second time that's happened to him this year. He's chasing down Jason McClatchy. McClatchy in car number 70, coming off of turn number 4. White flag is out, 1 lap to go, and his lead is 3 car lengths. McClatchy leads Kevin Booten with a 25. Rob Favreau running in third with a 22. Joe Warren is fourth. There goes Bill Joyle sliding over in turn number 2. He was by himself when that 57 went around. Here comes the field racing off of turn number 4 as Joyle was able to refire. Checkered flag is out. Jason McClatchy wins. Kevin Booten is second. Rob Favreau third. Fourth, Joe Warren. Fifth, Dave Drake. Sixth to Don Franklin. Seventh to Lonnie Rivers. Eighth to Josh Allen. The race for ninth will go to Jim Collins. 10th will be Bill Joyle.
77 of Joe Fountain. As the Busch Bombers come off turn 4, get the checkered flag in their qualifier. Green flag. Seeing if you're paying attention, Rob.
Rick, that's the green flag, not the
Look
checkered
out,
flag.
we've got trouble on the backstretch as the 45 of David Hart went around, and he was collected by the 8 of Tyler Brissett. So caution flag is out. Sherman on the pole in the 21, signs alongside in the 3. Green flag is out. It's a nice even start. They'll race together up the backstretch. Sherman is your leader. Signs is second. Hendry runs third in the 60. JMB in the 14, right there in the number 4 spot. Here comes LaGrave on the outside, going 3 wide off that 4th turn. 72 car on his way to the number 2 spot by the time they hit the backstretch the next time. Right now he's hung up just a bit behind the 3 car, but he'll continue to move up as they head up the backstretch as the 88 of Durvage is getting it done on the inside of the racetrack. LaGrave on the far outside, Durvage on the inside as they look to make a sandwich out of that 3 car of Rob Sainz. Travis Sherman is your leader. John Michael Brissett is second. But that second spot won't last too much longer as here comes Durvage on the inside in the 88. Durvage looks to take the second spot away, and now LaGrave will try to follow him through and take that 3rd spot away from Brissett. Halfway as Durvage has 3 laps to try and run down Travis Sherman. Brissett kicked up the dust in the bunker. That allowed Sign to get closer in a battle for the number 4 spot. 2 to go for Travis Sherman. A winner earlier in the go-kart track race. He beat his teammate Scott Richner in a 10-lap shootout. Can he win this one and hold off Mr. Unbeaten Josh Durvage? White flag's going to be in the air this time by for Sherman. He's maintaining that lead at about 5 or 6 car lengths. 1 to go. Travis Sherman leads the way. Josh Durvage not gaining on that 21 car. Curtis LaGrave third. Here comes your field off turn 4. Checkered flag is in the air, and your winner is Travis Sherman in the 21. Durvage second, LaGrave third, Brissett fourth. Bob Sainz rounds out your top 5 in car number 3.
Line. Here comes the field off of turn number 4. Down the front stretch. Green flag is out. Brandon Atkins on the inside. Dave Raptoy on the outside. Raptoy goes for the lead off the top of turn number 2. Bucko Branham goes to the outside as well with that number 20 following the line that Raptoy's working. Now perhaps the 3. Oh, look out. There's problems right behind the leaders. There goes the 44 around. The 24 goes spinning. Everybody tries to navigate through the mess in turn number 4, and it looks like, for the most part, everybody's done it fairly well. Still one car that is sideways over in the 4th turn. It's going to bring out a yellow flag. We did not complete a lap. One of these drivers can pick up the $250 bounty bonus tonight. So it's young Brandon Atkins in the 4, Dave Raptoy in the 21. Green flag. 2 rookies in the J&S Steel Sportsman division leading the field to turn number 2. Bucko Branham says 3 wide for the lead. Why not? Branham on the inside. Atkins in the middle, the 21 of Raptoy on the outside. Atkins drifts up the track a little bit. Dan Sullivan had to get on the binders as that inside line tries to move. Here they come off of turn number 4. We've got cars in the wall. The 68 of Jamie Atkins gets a piece of the wall coming off the 4th turn. Damage on the right front of his car. 3 at getting this race under green and putting a lap in the books. Here they come off of turn number 4. Green flag. Good start this time up into turns 1 and 2. Again, the 4 pushes up the track in turn 2. As we got a car spinning over in turn 2, it's Keith Pelkey in the number 24. And that'll bring out another yellow flag. Raptoy, here they come. Off of turn number 4, down the front stretch, green flag. Side by side racing to the 2nd turn. Again, there's room on the inside for the 20 of Bucko Branham. Branham tries to move to the inside of the 4 as they're 3 wide, racing over into the 3rd turn. 3 wide for that 2nd spot. Here comes Branham through on the inside as that inside line is moving. Atkins right up near the wall along the front stretch. Now Danny Sullivan tries to get down to the inside, but Jimmy Bushy's number 11 is right there. Here comes the 61 of Robin Wood. He'll work 3 wide down the backstretch on the inside. Jamie Begor's the meat in the sandwich. Dan Sullivan on the outside. 3 wide racing for the 5th position. Right behind Jimmy Bushy. Robin Wood's going to get that 5th spot. Jamie Begor goes down to the inside. Now he'll follow Wood to the 6th position. The 3 of Danny Sullivan is there as well. Jimmy Bushy going after 3rd. Here comes Robin Wood looking to the inside of the 11. Off the backstretch into the bunker was the 4 as he's able to get back out onto the racing surface, but Robin Wood is moving already to the top 3. Dave Raptoy shows the way with the number 21. Bucko Branham runs in the 2nd spot, takes an inside line to turn number 2, and then drifts up the track into 2. Can't get to the 21 of Raptoy. The 61 of Robin Wood is after the 11 this time. Jimmy Bushy on the outside, Robin Wood down on the inside. They continue to run side by side, similar to what we saw earlier in their qualifier. And eventually the 61 started to fade back after running several laps side by side with the 11. Turn number 2, Raptoy again gets off that 2nd turn very well, and he's able to pull it to a car length over car number 20 as the side-by-side battle continues right in front of Jamie Begor, who is running in the 5th spot. Side-by-side for 3rd between the 61 and the 11, and Jimmy Bushy's going to hold him off for now. Bushy on that outside line, making it work, hanging on to the 3rd position. And continuing out front, it's still Dave Raptoy with the number 21, who continues to work that outside line. We're seeing the outside line come to life as Branham in the 20 and Wood in the 61, who's down on the inside, can't quite get enough steam built up to make the pass. With the progressive banking kicking in for these race cars, the 21 gets to the top of turn number 2 and then just vaults away. There again, he'll pull away to a car length. Dave Raptoy, the rookie in the J&S Steel Sportsman division out of Squanton, Vermont, with the Island Excavating Harvest Equipment number 21 car showing the way. He has led every lap as lap number 7 goes up on the board. Bucko Branham continues to run in the 2nd spot. The battle for 3rd continues side by side. Jimmy Bushy with car number 11 has been on the outside, and he's been able to hold off Robin Wood for that 3rd spot the last several laps. Jamie Begor continues to run in the 5th spot. Dan Sullivan is 6th. Running in the 7th position is Nick Haywood with a 29. 8th, Tyler Terry on the outside with a 44, and running in 9th is the 33 of Travis Bruno. A good battle side by side for the 3rd place position that's been going on since about lap number 2. Robin Wood in the 61, the 11 of Jimmy Bushy. And that time at the stripe, it was still Bushy, albeit by about 6 inches. Branham on the inside of the racetrack cannot get enough steam built up off of turn number 2 to take that top position away from Dave Raptoy. And Raptoy is running a smooth line around the track. Robin Wood has a little inside advantage now, it looks like, for the 3rd spot, but at the stripe, well, that time it looked like Robin Wood might have had the 3rd position on the inside, albeit by a nose. Jamie Begor continues to run just a few feet off the back bumper of the 61 and car number 11. He watches that. He's got a great view of the battle for third. Dave Raptoy working a high line into turn number 4. Bucko Branham again can't get there. Little contact with the 21 along the front stretch. That sent the 21 down to the inside. He had to hang on to it. Now the 20 goes to the outside. And here comes Bucko Branham on the top of the racetrack. He's going to try to move to the lead. The 20 got a piece of the 21 coming off of turn number 4. The 21 had to get on the binders to save it. The 20 of Branham went to the outside, and he is going to race to the lead as we're now halfway. Bucko Branham is taking the lead. Dave Raptoy runs second. The 61 of Robin Wood tries to go 3 wide off turn number 2. Down the backstretch, the 21 trying to hang on to it as they part him left and right. He'll lose several spots. Robin Wood for the second position. Outside, it's the 11 of Jimmy Bushy. Bushy hanging on to that second spot. Wood still third. Fourth is now the 19 of Jamie Begor. Fifth spot, the 3 of Dan Sullivan. Dave Raptoy sliding back to the 6th position with the 21. As now side by side, the 61 and the 11. They've been that way for much of this race. Duking it out now for that second spot. Bucko Branham showing the way with the 20 and trying to check out. Still the 11 hangs on to the second position at the line. Bucko Branham's lead is 6 car lengths. That car faster on the top of the racetrack. Dave Raptoy back to the top 5, moving to the inside of car number 3. Dan Sullivan on the outside, Raptoy on the inside. Raptoy trying to get that 5th position away from Sullivan, and he will off of turn number 4. Robin Wood and Jimmy Bushy, an excellent battle for the second spot, trying to gain some ground on car number 20 of Bucko Branham, but Branham's checking out. Stephen Brissett in the 59, Bushy in car number 11. This should be an outstanding finish down the stretch. Got some fast cars up to the front. The Bounty's on the line. Here they come off 4. Green flag. Bucko Branham in car number 20 with an excellent start, an excellent restart for that 20 car, and Bushy was sideways over in turn number 2. He's going to lose the second spot. Robin Wood moves through on the inside. Here comes the 19 of Jamie Begor trying to move to the inside as well. That 11 car did not get to speed, it seemed, over in turn numbers 1 and 2. And now Robin Wood sets his sights on car number 20 in Bucko Branham. Branham is the race leader. Robin Wood looks to the inside, side by side, racing for the lead. And they're also side by side racing for the third position, the 19 and the 11. Here they come down to the stripe, and at the stripe, it's Robin Wood in the 61 with the lead. They touch into turn number 1. Into turn number 2, Branham takes the lead back on the top of the racetrack. He's got the lead in the middle of the backstretch. 17 laps complete up on the scoreboard. Branham leads him into turn number 3. Wood tries to fight back on the inside. They'll drag race again, back down to the stripe. The leader of lap number 18 is Bucko Branham in the number 20. Branham leads on the outside into turn number 2. A good run for Robin Wood. Wood sticks the nose back out in front. In the middle of the backstretch, they're dead even. Jamie Begor has moved to the third spot, side by side, running right behind Begor. The 11, I believe, has a tire going down. He is sliding backwards. Branham again with the lead at the stripe. I think the right front tire may be going down on Jimmy Bushy's car. Robin Wood and Bucko Branham continue to run side by side. Next time by, lap number 20 is going to go up on the scoreboard. Chief starter Butch Henry's going to wave at him this time by. 5 laps to go for the leaders. Brandon Atkins spins over in turn number 3, and that's going to bring out a yellow flag. Bringing him off at turn number 4. Down the front stretch. 6 laps remain. Green flag. Robin tries to take that top line away from Bucko over in turn number 2. Wood on the outside, Branham on the inside, going to turn number 3. In the third turn, they're dead even. Here they come off of turn number 4. Let's see if Robin can get a good run on the top of the racetrack down to the stripe. He's got the lead. Robin Wood leading with the 61. Bucko Branham running in the second spot. Jamie Begor right behind him in the 19. Begor a little bit sideways over in turn number 2. Saw running room to the inside of the 20 car as he's perhaps thinking about that second spot. Here comes the 29 of Nick Haywood moving to the 4th position. Single file racing now off of turn number 4 as Branham takes it right up against the wall, trying to hang on to second. Jamie Begor almost getting a nose to the inside of the number 20 into turn number 1. Off turn 2, the 19 is there. Here comes Jamie Begor to the inside. He's got position, trying to take that second spot away as they run side by side for second. Robin Wood is starting to check out at the end. Off of turn number 4, Robin Wood leading by 5 car lengths. Jamie Begor had the second spot at the stripe. Bucko Branham on the outside, sliding backwards a little bit. Now he gets a good run off turn number 2, but not enough to vault himself back into a position to take that spot away from Bigor. A good run to turn number 3. Nick Haywood also closing in on this battle for the second position. As they fight behind Robin Wood, he is pulling away. That time at the stripe, just about dead even between the 19 and 20. Branham fighting back on the outside. Bigor on the inside, trying to take that second spot. Bigor with a better run that time off of turn number 2. We have a spin over in the second turn, down the backstretch to 57 of Howard Stoner, and that's going to bring out a yellow flag and set up 3 laps complete. On our way to 25 tonight for the J&S Steel Sportsman Division. The 61 of Robin Wood on the hammer on the inside, tries to pull away along the front stretch. They touch along the front stretch. Bucko Branham trying to hang with him into turn number 1. Branham loose into turn number 2. He's going to lose a spot, maybe 2. Here comes the 19 to the inside. Nick Haywood's in the middle. Branham on the outside. They're dead even, running 3 wide for the second spot around the racetrack. Robin Wood shows the way. Here they come off turn number 4. White flag is out. Still dead even for that second position. Bigor on the inside. Haywood continues to run the middle of the racetrack. Branham on the outside of the racetrack. 3 wide all the way around the racetrack between the 19, the 29, and the 20. The 20 puts the nose out there for that second spot. Robin Wood is going to go 4 for 4. Watch this battle for second. Here they come off of turn number 4 down to the stripe, and it's Branham for second. It looked like it might have been Bigor on the inside for third with Nick Haywood in the 29 and the 4th spot, but fairly over in the third turn.
We've got intermission coming up next. You'll be in victory lane with a chance to ask him. So the $250 stays in the pocket of Mike Perotti as Robin Wood wins his 4th consecutive event to start the 2011 season.
All right, Rick, waiting for Robin Wood to hop out of his car. Makes it 4 for 4. Not as pretty as what it normally is. A lot of marks on the right side of this car. All right, Robin's out of his car. He's 4 for 4. Give him a nice round of applause, everybody. Robin Wood wins again. A little sweat on the brow this time, huh, Wood? Wasn't quite so easy that time around, and I just got done saying this car is often still real pretty when you get to victory lane, but tonight, a lot of marks on it, as there was a lot of rubbing in that race.
Yeah, the track's really, really slick right now. The car isn't very good at all. I'm actually surprised that we were able to come us close, or actually win. Most of the rubber marks are from Jimmy Bushy. He kept crowding me, so finally I just kind of moved them up a little bit, and but I got to thank my sponsors, of course, Leland's Barbershop, Gunyanka Territorial Bingos, Renegade, Daniel Signs, Lorman's. I got to say a special thanks for all the fathers. Happy Father's Day tomorrow, especially for mine. And just thank everybody that helps me. We got some work to do this week.
Robin, in the qualifier, you seemed to slide back in the later stages of your qualifier. Did you find something wrong with the car?
No, actually, that was just driver error. I thought we took the check-in, and we actually took the white. And I let off, and they kind of went by me, so that's all that was.
And then in the feature event tonight, a lot of restarts that you had to endure. Sometimes you were on the outside, sometimes you were on the inside. Was there a preferred line? You talked about how tough the track was tonight. Where did you find yourself most comfortable?
I think right now the outside groove is actually better than the bottom. The bottom is really, really slick. Right now the top seems to be the better groove.
Well, 4 for 4, and you saved Perotti $250. He's not going to give that bounty out tonight, but it's still on.
Yeah, it was tough tonight. That's one of the toughest races we've had in a long time, so I'm just happy that we pulled through.
Congratulations, another nice job by you.
Tools Modifieds, Martha Hebert, Mike Wells, here they come. Off turn number 4, green is out. Field races off into turns 1 and 2. They're already running 3 wide in areas of the pack. Middle of the racetrack, Andy Haywood, Patrick Dupree trying to find running room. Out front, the leader of lap number 1 is Martha Hebert. In the second spot, it's Mike Wells. Aaron Bartamy in the B3 running in third. In the 4th position, it is Craig Rio. There goes Don Scarborough on the outside of Vince Quinville for 5th. Here comes Bartamy diving down to the inside of Mike Wells trying to get to that second spot. Aaron In the B3, making a bid for the second position. Here he comes. He's got second. Mike Wells running in the third spot. Running in fourth is Craig Riel. Riel to the inside of Wells, trying to get to the show position. Right now in the fifth spot, it's the Brandon Bandit Don Scarborough. That's Vince Quinville in the 78, Chris Vernold in the 97. One machine that's on the move. It's the 24, the pistol, defending track champion Patrick Dupree. He's got the Saranac Country Store number 24 into the top 10. Craig Riel goes to the third spot with the CO2. Mike Wells running in fourth. Brandon Bandit Don Scarborough looking to move. He's in the fifth position, trying to get to that fourth spot. Pat McGrail bumped up to the top of the racetrack with car number 10. He'll lose one spot. He'll lose two spots as he gets it back rolling again. Make that the 18. It was Chris Kaye who got kicked out of the racing groove, and he was to the top of the track over in turn number 4. Car slow into turn 3. That's Mike Wells with the number 76, and that's going to bring out a yellow flag as he goes spinning off the top of the third turn. Yellow flag is out with Aaron Bartamy in the B3 on the outside. Here they come into turn number 4. They're on the hammer now. Green flag. Bartamy trying to make a bid for the lead on the top of the track. Takes the B3 dead even into the third turn. Dupree 3 wide into the third turn as well. Here comes Patrick Dupree trying to find runner room to the inside of Vince Quinville. We've got cars off the top of turns 3 and 4. It's going to bring out a yellow. Yellow flag comes back out near the back of the pack. Matt Woodruff in the double nickel. Mike Riel with the 0-2, and I believe another car went. Martin Hebert and Aaron Bartamy to set the pace. Here they come into turn number 4 through 4 down the front stretch. Green flag. Bartamy again gets a good run on the top of the racetrack. Takes the lead off turn number 2. Aaron Bartamy takes the TDI repair facility B3 to the point. Running behind him, Martin Hebert. The battle is on for fourth between two drivers from Brandon Vermont, Vince Quinville, and the 11 of Don Scarborough. They've got the 24 boxed right now. Chris Vernold at his door on the outside. And it's the 24 of Dupree on the inside. Dupree trying to find running room. He gets away from Vernold. Sitting now in the 6th spot is Patrick Dupree. Dupree has room to the inside of Scarborough's number 11. He's got Vince Quinville down on the inside line. That 24 appears to be hooked down on the inside of the racetrack. Lightning fast in that number 24 car. Vernold sliding back a spot. Here comes the 24 to the inside of the 11. Good racing in the middle of the pack as well. George Foley trying to find running room. He's trying to get that 34 to come to life as the 24 of Dupree tries to find a way around the inside of the 78 of Vince Quinville. Quinville hugs that line down to the inside through the turns. Dupree wants to run there, may have to go to the top of the racetrack. Also moving towards the front, Andy Haywood in the number 80, trying to get a spot from the 97 of Chris Vernold, the 10 of Pat McGrail, the 1 of Pierre Berthiaume also trying to move. Out front, Aaron Bartamy with a B3, the 46 of Martin Hebert continues to run in the 2nd spot. 3rd, Craig Riel running in 4th. It's the 78 of Vince Quinville holding off Patrick Dupree for now. Really trying to work that inside line. That's where Dupree is really hugging the inside, trying to get past, but can't find room around the 78. Running in the 6th spot, Don Scarborough. 7th is Max Vienne, lifting that left front tire right up off the racing surface. 7th is Andy Haywood. 8th is Chris Vernold. He's sliding backwards. 9th is Pat McGrail. 10th is Pierre Berthiaume, last week's winner. Running in 11th is Brian Trim. Running in 12th is George Foley now. Foley into the top 12. 13th is Chris Kaye. 14th is Richard Tesser from the back of the pack. 15th is Mike Finney. 16th, Leon Gagnon. And 17th is the 90 of Martin Roy. Aaron Bartamy and Martin Hebert run 1-2 out front. Patrick Dupree has worked around Vince Quinville in the number 78. There's the leader working in turn number 4. Aaron Bartamy's lead is about 3 car lengths over Martin Hebert. Then it's a big gap back to the CO2 of Craig Riel, who is being chased down by the 24 of Patrick Dupree. From Dupree back to Quinville now at 6 car lengths. Quinville's lead over the 25 of Max Vienne is also about the same distance. Aaron Bartamy has 3 career victories in the Ernie's Discount Tools Modified Division, looking for career victory number 4 tonight as he is about to hit the halfway point. Lap number 14 up on the scoreboard. Your leader in the middle of the backstretch, yellow flag, as there's carnage over in turn number 4. Martin Roy, one of the cars involved. Jimmy Ryan was able to slide past. 16 laps remain, 14 laps complete. They're on the hammer again at turn number 4. Here they come along the front stretch. Green flag. Dupree goes to the top of the racetrack. He's got 3rd. He's going after second on the outside of Martin Hebert. Patrick Dupree in good position on the outside. Here comes the 24 on the outside. Patrick Dupree trying to take that spot away from the 46 of Hebert. Really mixing it up along the front stretch. The 10 and the 1, the 34, the 49. Hard racing right there in the middle of the pack. The 1, the 49, now the 11 and the 10. All in that area just right about the 10th position. Really duking it out for that position. Out front, Aaron Bartamy with a B3, but now running in second. Really getting a good run on the inside of the racetrack. Patrick Dupree with the number 24, making a bid for the lead. Dupree to the inside, into turns 3 and 4. Gets on the hammer off the fourth turn, down the front stretch to the stripe. It's Bartamy on the outside by about a foot. Yellow flag is out. Yellow flag flies. Single file restart, 16 laps complete. Here they come off of 4. Green flag. Bartamy trying to pull away from the 24 off of turn number 2. Craig Riel trying to hang on to his 4th spot. Max Vienne challenged for that 4th position. Vienne looking to the inside, trying to get to position number 4 and take it away from Craig Riel. Andy Haywood runs right behind them with the number 80 machine. Out front, Aaron Bartamy's lead is 1 car length over the 24 of Patrick Dupree. Bartamy is looking for his 4th career victory in the Ernie's Discount Tools Modified Division. Dupree is looking for his 22nd. Still a car length behind the B3. Bartamy protects that inside line. That's where Dupree's done a lot of his work tonight. That car is handled perfectly down on the inside. Trying to get underneath Bartamy off of turn number 2, but he can't quite get there. Lap number 20 about to go up on the board. Again, Dupree closes in on the back bumper. Bartamy protects the inside line off of turn number 4. 10 laps to go for Aaron Bartamy. Then he'll run a middle line into 1 and 2. Diamond out the corner and hang on to the lead. Dupree can't quite get to him. That strategy right now is working for Aaron Bartamy, the B3. And now Dupree with a good run off of 4. Again, back down to the inside along the front stretch, but he can't get there. Aaron Bartamy, can he hold off Patrick Dupree? Really working that race car all around the Big A half mile. Dupree hanging on to the 2nd position, trying to make a move, trying to find the strategy that will get him the win. Bartamy leading, Dupree running in the 2nd spot. 3rd is Martin Hebert, running in 4th is Max Vienne. Running in the 5th spot is Craig Riel. Running in 6th is Andy Haywood. Haywood gets a good run off the top of turn number 2. He goes after Craig Riel. Running in 7th is Vince Quinville. 8th is Pat McGrail. 9th is Chris Vernold. Running in the 10th spot is the 34 of George Foley. Running in the 11th position is Richard Tesser. Running in 12th is Chris Gaye. 13th is Pierre Bertillon. 14th is Leon Gagnon. And 15th is Greg Atkins in the 1. Good battle between the 34 and the 97. Foley goes by on the outside. Nothing has changed out front. It still is a 1 car length advantage for Aaron Bartamy over the 24 of Patrick Dupree. Dupree continues to run right off the back bumper of that B3 with 5 laps to go. Yellow flag is out. We have a car in trouble on the top of turn number 3. There's a couple of cars up there, it looks like. With 24 complete, 6 laps remain. Bartamy on the B3 gets on the hammer. Green flag. Dupree goes to the top of the racetrack in turn number 2, tries to take it away from Bartamy. Bartamy does up right in front of him, had to get on the binders, did Dupree. That broke his momentum. Comes back after him in 3 and 4. Looks down to the inside, now goes to the top of the track. Bartamy will stay right in front of him as 5 laps remain. Bartamy works the inside. Dupree's going to the outside, perhaps playing possum with him. Now dives down to the inside. Bartamy doing a nice job protecting the line. Dupree had to again get on the binders. Hugs the bottom of the racetrack off of turn number 4. Dupree can't get to the outside. Now 4 laps remain for Aaron Bartamy. Bartamy again will work through the middle of the track, go to the top of turn number 2, maintain the 1 car length advantage over Patrick Dupree. Again, Dupree closes into turn number 3. Working down on the inside, Bartamy again will not allow him any room to move through on the inside. It's a car length and a half at the stripe. Lap 27 up on the board. Aaron Bartamy working hard out front to maintain that advantage. Now a car length and a half over Patrick Dupree. Here he comes off of turn number 4. Popsicle sticks are out. 2 laps to go for Aaron Bartamy. Dupree looks to the inside in 1 and 2. Again, can't get there. Hebert still running in that 3rd spot. Andy Haywood Running in the 5th position still, George Foley closing in. He is now 6th. All right, here they come. White flag is out for Aaron Bartamy. Bartamy's lead is 2 car lengths at the stripe. Dupree one last bid after him in turns 1 and 2. Can't get there. Bartamy in the B3 pulls away down the backstretch. Aaron Bartamy into turns 3 and 4. Dupree gives it the gas, draws to the back bumper. Here they come off turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Aaron Bartamy wins. Patrick Dupree is 2nd. Martin Hebert 3rd. Max Vian 4th. Andy Haywood 5th. 6th George Foley. 7th to Craig Riel. 8th Chris Fernald. 9th to Richard Tesser.
Rob is on his way down to victory lane. He'll have a chat with the winner tonight, Aaron Bartamy from Champlain, the driver of the B3. A nice run for Martin Hebert in the MV Motorsports, number 46, for a 3rd place finish this evening. And the Saranac Country Store, 24 for Pat Dupree. Tried inside, tried outside. When it was all said and done, he did not have enough to get by the B3 of Bartamy.
He'll get a quick drink of water, and then we'll get a word with him. Gets congratulations from defending track champ Patrick Dupree. We'll get a word with Pat in just a minute. We'll wait for Aaron to come on over to this side. All right, well, here is Aaron Bartamy. Come on over quick. All right, congratulations. Patrick Dupree charging. You knew he was right behind you. Never really more than a car length off your back bumper. Tell me what your strategy was around the racetrack. It appeared as though you were working different lines from 3 and 4 to 1 and 2.
Yeah, we kept having those cautions. I parked up there by the speaker, and I was listening. I heard Patrick coming, and I just had to get grip off the corner, and that's what we were mainly worried about tonight. Other than that, the car was awesome. I can't thank these boys behind me. They've done a lot for me, and that's a totally different crew from 2 years ago, but I think you'll see us back here more.
Aaron, it looked like in turns 3 and 4, you wanted to stay down on the inside. 1 and 2, you diamonded it to the top of the racetrack, and you were beating Pat off of turn number 2. Was that what you were trying to do?
That's what I was trying to do. We've had a niche here at this track for some time, and it's back. So watch out, guys. We're coming this year.
Well, congratulations on getting the victory, and it has to be gratifying knowing that you hold off the defending track champion.
When I crossed that line, I said, you know, boys, you just held off a track champion. And me and Pat we go back. We used to race go-karts and stuff. We went down the wall last year and ran together, and he's a heck of a racer. And, you know, I respect him, and, you know, we'll race hard together all the time.
Congratulations. I know you'll enjoy that one.
Thanks, man.
All right, that's Aaron Bartamy.
22 Renegades ready to run 25 laps. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag. Joe Warren with a peek to the inside of the 3 as he pushes badly up the track in turn number 2. They'll run 3 wide for the 3rd spot right behind Rick Donor. Warren in the 13. The 3 of Drake. The 357 of Seymour gets on the binders as he was on the extreme outside line, and that backed up the entire outside line down the racetrack, and now we have cars spinning. The H2O is involved. He gets plowed by Lonnie Rivers in the door. Everybody else continues on, but Robert Gordon took a real hard smack on the left side of his race car right in front of 86. We'll bring him down to the green flag. Slow pace into 3 and 4. Off turn number 4. Now they're on it. Green flag. Four wide into turn number 1. That was towards the back of the pack. As they worked around some of the slower cars, you'll see some cars really slicing and dicing from the back of the pack trying to get to the front now. Out front, it's McClatchy. 2nd spot, Donor. 3rd, Warren on the inside. Joe Warren in the 13 moves past Rick Donor to get to the 2nd spot. Now 3 wide for 3rd. Josh Terry to the inside. 357, Curtis Seymour gets on the binders. The 86 of Rick Donor still stuck on the outside of the racetrack. Here comes Josh Terry, the youngster, through on the inside. He goes to third. The 86 down to the inside, trying to get to that fourth spot. And a good battle for fifth between the 11 of Lance Raptoy, the 357 of Curtis Seymour, running for that fifth position. Top two cars, getaway from the third place driver, Josh Terry. Terry running in third. Here comes Lance Raptoy to the inside of Rick Donor. He's going to take that fourth spot away from Donor, and that'll drop Donor back to the fifth position as Lance Raptoy tries to take and finish the pass to get into the top four, and he will. Out front, Jason McClatchy's lead is a car length. Running in the second spot, it's the 13 of Joe Warren. Third is the Terry number 43. Then it's the Raptoy 11, the 86 of Donor, the 22 of Rob Favreau's in the sixth spot. Curtis Seymour running seventh with the 357. Running in eighth, it is Josh Allen. Here comes Rob Favreau and the 357 of Seymour to the inside of the 86 of Rick Donor as that car drifted high. Might have got the right side tires off the racing surface. He'll lose 2 spots in the deal. Donor slides back to the 7th spot. Favreau goes to 5th. 6th now is Seymour. 8th is the 10 of Allen. 9th is Don Franklin. 10th is Andrew Bordeaux. 11th is Lonnie Rivers. 12th is Kevin Boutin. 13th is Bill Joyle. And 14th is Jimmy Collins. Jason McClatchy's lead is about 4 car lengths as he starts to pull away from Joe Warren. And Rick, there's certainly something amiss with the H2O of Robert Gordon, as that car is mired in the back of the pack and he is not really picking up spots on anybody, struggling to work around the number 36 of Bob Dragoon.
It's going to be a tough point tonight for Robert Gordon. That H2O car is certainly going to close things at the top of the point standings in this Renegade division.
Leader about to enter lap traffic as he works around the 00 of Leary. Next in line will be the 51 of Freeman Sawyer. Sawyer goes to the top of the track. McClatchy will thread the needle. Warren will do the same thing with the 00 on the inside and the 51 running the rim. The lead is 5 car lengths as the 70 of Jason McClatchy tries to pull away from the 13, who appears to be chewing into the gap a little bit. The 43 of Josh Terry also on the move. He is starting to run down the 13 of Joe Warren. And it's Lance Raptoy running in the 4th spot. Certainly would like to pull off the win on his sponsor's night. Kevin Boutin, defending track champion, back to the pits with the number 25. It'll be a bad point night for Boutin in the 25 team. And the black flag is out for the 00 on the inside. Yellow flag is out. Josh Allen is spun off of turn number 4. He's to the infield. And that'll bring out the yellow flag as we're almost half. Just about every week in this division in their feature events. Will it develop tonight? Here they come off of turn number 4. Green flag. They're leaning on each other at the start-finish line. It's a good restart on that outside line for Joe Warren. Josh Terry's right there as well. And look at the Culligan 11. Moving on the outside is Lance Raptoy. Look at that move, threading the needle, diving down to the inside. Lance Raptoy trying to go from 4th to the lead, and then that line was taken away from him as the 70 was able to protect the inside line. Oh, man, that was an aggressive move by the 11 car. Threading the needle, Lance Raptoy in the 11. Moving to 3rd around the 43 of Josh Terry, diving down to the inside, but now falling back a little bit. Off the back bumper of Joe Warren, the 13. Warren wants to go. They're leaning on each other over in turn number 4. Warren's on the inside, McClatchy now on the outside. To the stripe, McClatchy's got the lead. Again, side by side, racing for the lead. Later stages of the race in the Versatile Trailer Sales Renegade Division. There goes the 70 back to the point. McClatchy on the outside. The 13 of Warren on the inside. These two drivers have been leaning on each other. They're doing it again in turn number 4. Down to the stripe, McClatchy on the outside, still with a lead. The 11 of Lance Raptoy runs just a car length off the back bumper. He's working an outside line. Rob Favreau trying to get in the mix as well with that car number 22. The 43 of Josh Terry runs in the 4th spot. Joe Warren back to the inside, trying to draw even into turn number 4, but the 70 gets a good run on the top of the racetrack, back down to the stripe. The lead is 5 feet. Joe Warren even into turn number 2, a little bobble in the rear end in the second turn. He's sideways. Lance Raptoy had to get on the binders, or else he would have got a big piece of that 13 car. The 70 of Jason McClatchy continues to work the outside line. Joe Warren's not going away on the inside. McClatchy at the stripe by a half car length. Tries to get down in front of the 13. He's still there. In turn number 2, McClatchy with an excellent line down to the inside, taking some of that room away from the 13. Look at Josh Terry go on the outside now. Side by side racing, spots 1 through 4. Rob Favreau just off the back bumper, sitting in the 5th spot. McClatchy leading by half a car length at the stripe. Lap number 18 has just gone up on the scoreboard. 7 laps remain, and it's side by side racing for the lead. What else would you expect from the versatile trailer sales Renegades? The 13 of Warren's on the inside, the 70 of McClatchy on the outside. They run side by side for the point. They run side by side for third as well. The 11 of Lance Raptoy works the inside line. The 43 of Josh Terry works the outside line. Rob Favreau in the 22 on the top of the racetrack. He's 2 car lengths behind the battle. That is for third. Now McClatchy again trying to finish the pass, trying to get the car down to the inside in front of the 13. Looks like he will. Off of turn number 4, Jason McClatchy back to the point. Able to finish the pass, get back down in front of the 13, now run the line off of turn number 2 that he wants to run. The 13 goes to the top of the track. The 43 of Josh Terry trying now to clear the 11 of Lance Raptoy, but Raptoy is still there on the inside. Here comes the field off of turn number 4. Joe Warren trying to get back to the door of Jason McClatchy, but he can't do it. McClatchy still wants to run that outside line. That's the fast way around, it seems, for the versatile trailer sales Renegades. Jason McClatchy leading by a car length. The 13 of Joe Warren in the 2nd spot. Side-by-side battle for third continues. Give the advantage to the 43 of Josh Terry. Lance Raptoy is running in the 4th spot. Rob Favreau running in the 5th position. 6th is Curtis Seymour with a 357. 7th is the 86 of Rick Donor. 8th, Lonnie Rivers with a good rally. Running in 9th is Don Franklin. The 25 of Kevin Booten next on the racetrack, but I think he's down a lap. Popsicle sticks are out. 2 laps to go for Jason McClatchy. The lead ballooning now up to 2 car lengths. Joe Warren trying to chase down the 70, but it's not happening. The 70 has it. 2 car length advantage as he races into turns 3 and 4. Lance Raptoy trying to get that 3rd spot away from Josh Terry. Works the inside line. 1 lap to go for Jason McClatchy. McClatchy looking for his first career victory in the versatile trailer sales Renegade division. Leading by 2 full car lengths down the backstretch. 2 more turns to negotiate. Can the rookie get the victory? Here he comes off of turn number 4. Checker